I represent tonight a powerful team. We are a team, even though it appears we are two. Paradise Wealth Partners led by Osato Onoha and PhytoBigplayers by my humble self. Tonight we present to you Stem Cell, the new language of Medicare. And this is how it's going to go today. We're going to take a look at the respiratory system, and though it's part of the respiratory system itself, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. Now, we are going to see just how important the respiratory system is. The respiratory system is also called the pulmonary system. If we realize that everything we do depends on whether we are breathing or how we are breathing, then we know how important today's topic is. So the respiratory system will tell us about how we breathe, how we produce sound, how we're able to sense smell, how we're able to get protection from microbes entering through the body, how we're able to regulate blood volume and pressure, the acid-base balance, and then how we're able to maintain body temperature. The body temperature also influences the air we breathe in. The pulmonary system is a network of organs and tissues that will help you to breathe. So it has airways, lungs, blood vessels, and muscles that power the lungs. How do we breathe? We take oxygen from the air, and this system moves it throughout the body and also gets rid of waste gases such as carbon dioxide from the blood. It also helps us to produce sound. When we are exhaling, air passes through the lungs, from the lungs through the larynx or voice box. So when we speak, muscles in the larynx move the arytenoid cartilages. And these ones in turn push the vocal cords together. When the cords are put together, air passing between them makes them vibrate, creating sound. So it now depends on the shape of the mouth, the tongue, while the sound is coming out. That will enable us to produce different types of sound. It also helps with our sense of smell. The olfactory epithelium is found within the nasal cavity, and it contains olfactory receptor cells which have specialized ciliary extensions. These ones in turn trap odor molecules as they pass across the epithelial surface. So information about the molecules is then transmitted from the olfactory bulb inside the brain. Of course, you know the brain is what processes everything. Protection from microbes entering the body. Cilia will propel a liquid layer of mucus that covers the airway. So we have mucus in our nostrils. It's not all the time that mucus is, in fact, mucus is necessary for us to survive. Any part of the body we have some, for instance, the ear has wax, it's because it needs protection. In just the same way, the nasal airways, we also need protection. The mucus that we have there will trap pathogens and other particles, which then make sure that they do not get into our system. It also regulates blood volume and pressure. When blood volume and pressure are low, our lungs activate the enzyme ACE, which converts angiotensin 1 to angiotensin 2 on the surface of the pulmonary endothelium. The second one, the latter, is the peptide hormone that activates other organs and systems to help increase blood volume and blood pressure. This is a kind of homeostasis. Homeostasis is a way the body maintains a certain parameter about it. For instance, the temperature, blood pressure. For instance, we take a look at blood temperature. Human body temperature is not going to acclimatize with that of the surrounding, unlike, for instance, a lizard. So there's a way the body controls temperature. If it is too low, if it is too high, to make sure that it does not run, just the way the external temperature goes. Otherwise, we will freeze to death of parts of the world. It also helps with the acid-base balance, because when you take a look at carbon dioxide upon expiration, it is projected into the environment. Due to the carbon dioxide forming carbonic acid in the body when combining with water, the amount of carbon dioxide expired can cause the pH to rise or to reduce. Now, when air enters our body, if you are living in Europe, for instance, and it's winter, the air that we breathe in could be very cold. You don't want that air to get into your body because there'll be too much of a difference between that temperature and the temperature of your body. So what happens? The air is inhaled through the nostrils and is warmed as it moves further into the nasal cavity. There are some scroll-shaped bones, which are called nasal conchae, that protrude and form spaces through which the air passes. So the air will swirl around inside this conchae for some time so that it acquires the humidity and warmth that is required for your body. In addition, it's going to make sure that the air entering your body is also clean. The major function of the nose is to warm and humidify air before it reaches your lungs for gas exchange. Conditioning of filtered air is achieved through evaporation of water from the epithelial surface. The continuous need to condition air leads to a hypersomal environment on the surface of the epithelium. During inspiration, the well-vasculated mucous membranes inside the nose and mouth release some moisture to the passing respiratory gas. As a result, a healthy adult will evaporate about 200 to 300 milliliters of water per day. Again, underlying the fact that we have to take plenty of water. This is what the respiratory system looks like: the nasal cavity, the pharynx, the larynx, the bronchioles, the trachea, the lungs, bronchi, and the alveoli. Of course, there's the diaphragm. Now, these are the parts of the respiratory system. The airways delivers air to your lungs. The mouth and nose are openings that pull air from outside into your body. The sinuses are hollow areas between the bones in your head that help regulate the temperature and humidity of the air you inhale. But there's the maxillary sinuses and the frontal sinuses. There are 3 sinuses in the body. Now, the pharynx or throat is a tube that delivers air from your mouth and nose to the trachea. The trachea is the passage connecting your throat and lungs. Bronchial tubes at the bottom of the windpipe will connect to each lung, and the lungs are the organs that are going to remove oxygen from the air and pass it into your blood. From your lungs, the bloodstream delivers oxygen to all parts of the body, all organs and tissues. The muscles and bones will help you to move the air you inhale in and out of your lung. And some of the bones and muscles include the diaphragm, which is the muscle that helps your lungs pull in air and push out. That is, when you breathe in and out, your chest, hips up and down, in and out. The ribs, of course, will protect your lungs and your heart. So when you breathe out, your blood carries carbon dioxide and other waste out of the body. You breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. There are some other parts of the alveoli, which are tiny air sacs in the lung where the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place. Bronchioles are small branches of the bronchial tubes that lead to the alveoli. Capillaries are small blood vessels along the alveolar wall that move oxygen and carbon dioxide. Lung lobes are sections of the lungs. There are 3 on the right and 2 on the left. The pleura is the thin sac that surrounds each lung lobe and separates your lung from the chest. But there are some other parts of the respiratory system, the cilia, which are tiny hairs that move in a wave-like motion, and they help you to filter dust and other irritants out of your airways. The epiglottis, the tissue flap at the entrance of the trachea, it's like a valve. It closes when you swallow to keep food and liquids out of your airway. The larynx, of course, is the voice box. It's a hollow organ that allows you to talk and make sounds when air moves in and out. And let us take a look at the diseases of the respiratory system. First, we're going to take a look at allergies. So, allergies are proteins. For instance, like dust, mold, pollen, that can cause respiratory allergies in some people. These proteins can cause inflammation in your airways. Ordinarily, this should not have been a problem. But because the body's immune system sees these things as enemy cells, it goes ahead to attack them. And the outcome of that is inflammation. Asthma is a popular ailment. It's a chronic disorder which causes inflammation in the airways that can make breathing difficult. Infection can lead to pneumonia, which is an inflammation of the lungs, or bronchitis, which is the inflammation of the bronchial tubes. And common respiratory infections include the flu, or influenza, or cold. Now, disease. Respiratory disorders include lung cancer, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and these illnesses can harm the respiratory system's ability to deliver oxygen throughout the body and filter out waste gases. Now, aging will also make your lung capacity to decrease. Now, there could be a damage to the respiratory system, which will cause breathing problems. Anytime we see fibrosis, like that particular organ is dying. So pulmonary fibrosis is a lung disease that occurs when lung tissues become damaged or scarred. They become blackened, as if they are dead. This thickened, stiff tissue makes it more difficult for your lungs to work properly. And as it worsens, it becomes more and more difficult for you to breathe, making you to be short of breath. Now let's take a look at allergies more closely. They occur when your immune system reacts to a foreign substance. It could be pollen, bee venom. We have had a situation before where a bee stung a particular person and the person died from just a single bee. We are going to see why tonight. There could also be food allergy, pet dander, that is the flakes inside the hair of the pet. Something you might have seen before. Dust. Ordinarily, this will not cause a reaction in most people. But because the body's immune system, we've discussed that before while we were discussing the other day. Now, the T cells in the body are helping you to maintain your immunity. Now, when they see what they imagine is an enemy, an antigen, they attack it. Not only do they attack it, when they attack the antigens, some of them die in the process. They take care of the antigen, they make sure that it does not harm the body. And then some of them now become memory cells. They remain in the body, they don't die, they remain in the body. And when such an antigen gets into the body again, they come alive again and reproduce massively to take care of the problem. Now, if what it sensed the other time was pollen, for instance, and it imagined it was an enemy, if it sees the same pollen, the same kind of pollen next time, it's going to raise the immunity of the body, the immune system, to attack the pollen again. So that is why, if, for instance, your allergies have been triggered by pollen or food or a particular food, make sure you avoid, because anytime the immune system sees that particular pollen or whatever, it sees as an enemy and raises an army to attack it. So when you come into contact with the allergen, your immune system's reaction can inflame your skin. Inflammation is like swelling. More blood is sent, so they might be reddish in color. Because the immune system is trying to fight the ailment.
Please, sir, make someone a co-host to
yes,
assist
that's
you.
What I'm going to do now, sir. President, you are a co-host, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Please pardon me. Osato, you are a co-host.
Okay.
P and K. Please kindly be a co-host. Severity of allergies varies from one person to another and can range from minor irritation to a potentially life-threatening emergency. While most allergies can be cured, treatment can prevent or reduce the symptoms of the problem. Allergy symptoms, which depend on the substance involved, can affect airways, sinuses, and nasal passages, skin, and the digestive system. We said earlier that this could cause swelling in the airways or in any part of the body. because in any case, the body is trying to take care of what it imagines is an enemy. So it's going to send white blood cells, T cells, down to that spot. Not only the T cells, there are some other cells that it will send down there. And because of that, the place we have an increased flow of blood. Hay fever is also called allergic rhinitis. It can cause sneezing, itching of the nose, eyes, or roof of the mouth, runny or stuffy nose, watery red or swollen eyes, which we call conjunctivitis. A food allergy can cause tingling in the mouth, swelling of the lips, tongue, face, or throat. Hives, an outbreak of pale red bumps or wells on the skin that appear suddenly. Anaphylaxis is a particularly dangerous kind of allergy. We are going to take a look at it later. An insect sting allergy can cause large area of swelling at the sting site, itching or hives all over the body, cough, chest tightness, wheezing or shortness of breath, and anaphylaxis. Now, you can also have drug allergy. Hives, we have seen what hives are. Then itchy skin, rashes all over the body, facial swelling, wheezing, anaphylaxis, atopic dermatitis, which we call eczema. Now, what is anaphylaxis? Some allergies can be life-threatening. This in particular is anaphylaxis. And it can cause loss of consciousness, drop in blood pressure, severe shortness of breath, skin rashes, lightheadedness, rapid weak pulse, nausea, or vomiting. That's a particularly serious case. So if anybody has such a situation, they should attend to it immediately. Now, asthma is a common condition that affects the lungs in both adults and children. Indeed, a lot of children end up in the hospital because of asthma. It's one of the most common reasons why children are hospitalized. Now, it's a chronic disease characterized by inflammation. When we say chronic disease, that means it's going to last a long period of time. It's characterized by inflammation, edema, and bronchospasm of the ears. And that is because the muscles of the bronchi squeeze up, which inhibit air from entering the lungs. In addition, excessive mucus secretion can occur, which further contributes to airway blockage. Now, cells of the immune system, such as eosinophils and mononuclear cells, may also be involved in infiltrating the walls of the bronchi and bronchioles. Now, as I said, they are sensing an enemy, so they move there and try to see what they can do. Mononuclear cells, for instance, are macrophages in the sense that they consume antigens. Not just that, they also mark antigens, telling T cells that these are enemies. Please go ahead and attack them. Bronchospasms occurs periodically and leads to an asthma attack. An attack may be triggered by environmental factors such as dust, pollen, pet hair, or dander, changes in the weather, mold, tobacco smoke, respiratory infections, exercise, and stress. And let us take a look at what a normal airway looks like. That's the first diagram, the first figure. The next one is an asthmatic airway when there is no problem. So the smooth muscles are relaxed. Now, when there's an attack, the smooth muscles tighten and trap air in the alveoli. And of course, you know what this means to the body: insufficient supply of oxygen. The person is going to gasp for air. All sorts of symptoms will come up that are related to asthma. So the symptoms include coughing, shortness of breath, wheezing. Wheezing is when it makes that funny sound because air is not moving freely through the airways. Then tightness of the chest. If it is severe asthma, there could be difficulty in breathing. There could be confusion, drowsiness, a rapid pulse, sweating, severe anxiety. And the treatment short-term is fast-acting drugs that are used to treat asthma attack. We know why they should be fast-acting because they could be life-threatening. Asthma could be life-threatening. So, and this should be administered via an inhaler or nebulizer. Bronchitis. All these itis are inflammation. So this is an inflammation of the lining of the bronchial tubes, which carry air to and from the lungs. When people have bronchitis, they cough up thickened mucus, which can be discolored. and may be acute or chronic. The difference between acute and chronic lies in the fact that acute is for a period of time, short period of time, and then maybe your condition will improve within a week to 10 days without lasting effects. But the cough may linger for weeks. Which is chronic bronchitis is a more serious condition. That means that inflammation is occurring frequently or staying for a long period of time. And one of the conditions included in COPD. Symptoms for either acute or chronic bronchitis include cough, production of mucus, fatigue, shortness of breath, light fevers or chills, and chest discomfort. Cold, we all experience cold. It's a viral infection of the upper respiratory tract, and many types of viruses can cause a common cold. Children younger than 6 are at greater risk of cold, but everybody experiences cold at one point in time or another. And most people recover within 10 days, though symptoms might last longer in people who smoke. More of the reason why we say people should not smoke. And the symptoms include runny or stuffy nose, sore throat, cough, congestion, slight body aches or a mild headache, sneezing, low-grade fever, and general feeling of being unwell. Now, there's lung cancer also, which begins in the lungs and is the leading cause of cancer deaths worldwide, because that again highlights the fact that breathing is so important to the body. Smokers are the greatest risk of lung cancer and can also occur to people who have never smoked, which is why we say there should not be smoking in public places, because a lot of people also contract illnesses because they breathe in secondary cigarette smoke. We are going to see how later. The risk of lung cancer increases with the length of time and number of cigarettes the person has smoked. So if an individual should quit for many years, that will significantly reduce the chances of developing lung cancer. What are the symptoms of lung cancer? The problem is that the symptoms don't appear in the earlier stages. They occur when the disease is already advanced, which means that the person might not stand much of a chance. Signs and symptoms of this may include a new cough that does not go away, coughing up blood, no matter how small the amount is, shortness of breath, chest pain, hoarseness, losing weight without trying to lose weight, bone pain, and headache. What are the causes? Smoking and secondhand smoke. But these are not the only causes, because there are also some situations where the individual has never smoked before and has not been exposed to secondhand smoke, yet he went on to develop lung cancer. Now, how does smoking cause lung cancer? If you smoke, the smoking will damage the cells that line the lungs. Initially, the body may be able to repair this damage, but as time goes on, the body will get tired and your lungs will get increasingly damaged. With time, the damage causes cells to act abnormally, and eventually cancer may develop. We know that cancer is due to abnormally developing cells, which then multiply out of control. Now, what are the risks? What will predispose you to lung cancer? Smoking, exposure to secondhand smoke, previous radiation therapy if the person has undergone maybe radiotherapy, exposure to radon gas. Radon gas is a kind of radioactive gas. Exposure to some chemicals like asbestos and other carcinogens like nickel, cadmium, radon, and vinyl chloride. Then one could also have a family history of lung cancer. If anybody has a family history of lung cancer, then they should take adequate care, because they could also contract, they could also have lung cancer. Tonight, we are going to take a closer look at chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. Now, it's a chronic inflammation of the lung, and it causes obstructed airflow out of the lungs. What are the symptoms? Let's say we find it difficult breathing, there'll be coughing, there'll be sputum, that is mucus, and then there'll also be wheezing. What are the causes? Long-term exposure to irritating gases or dust, and most often due to smoking. People with COPD are at increased risk of developing heart disease, lung cancer, and a variety of other conditions. There are two types: emphysema in which case the alveoli at the end of the smallest air passages, that is the bronchioles of the lungs, are destroyed or hyperinflated. There could also be chronic bronchitis, which is an inflammation of the lining of the bronchial tubes, which is characterized by daily cough and mucus. That is sputum. Now let us take a look at what a normal lung looks like and what a lung with COPD looks like. Let us take a look at the alveoli. For a normal lung, you can see so many of them. But for a lung with COPD, some of these alveoli have joined together and they are clogged with mucus. It is treatable, but not curable. COPD symptoms often appear when significant lung damage has already occurred and worsen over a period of time, particularly if the person continues to smoke or the person is exposed to secondary smoke. Other symptoms may include shortness of breath, wheezing, chest tightness, chronic cough that may produce mucus that may be clear, white, yellow, or greenish, cyanosis, frequent respiratory infections, lack of energy, and unintended weight loss. This will happen in later stages. Unlike some diseases, COPD has a clear cause and a clear path of prevention. A disease that does not have a clear cause is said to be idiopathic. So COPD is not an idiopathic problem. Most times it is due to smoking. And if you want to avoid COPD, the best thing is to never smoke. We also tell people not to smoke. Now let us see the effect of secondhand tobacco smoke. There are at least 40 chemicals in side stream smoke. Side stream smoke is the smoke that comes from the tip, the burning end of the cigarette. And it has been identified that these ones cause bad things inside the body. They impact the body negatively, leading to the development of cancer or other respiratory conditions. There could also be immune system dysfunction, liver toxicity, cardiac arrhythmias, pulmonary edema, and neurological dysfunction. In addition to that, secondhand smoke. We have seen what side stream smoke can do. There could also be secondhand smoke. The person is not the one smoking, but they have access to smoke coming from cigarette being smoked by somebody else. They harbor 250 compounds that are toxic, carcinogenic, or both. Some major classes of carcinogens in secondhand smoke are polyaromatic hydrocarbons, N-nitrosamines, aromatic amines, formaldehyde, and acetaldehyde. What are the complications of COPD? The person won't be able to do some activities like walking and climbing stairs. There could be a lot of limitations when it comes to that. Inability to walk, you can imagine the economic impact of what this would be. The person might need portable oxygen tanks, which is a great inconvenience. The inability to socialize, increased confusion or memory loss, more emergency room visits overnight at the hospital, depression or other mental or emotional conditions. The person may have other chronic diseases such as diabetes, stroke, arthritis, asthma, congestive heart failure, and coronary heart disease. The diagnosis is a simple test called spirometry, which can be used to measure pulmonary or lung function to detect COPD in anyone with breathing problems. The treatment, there is no cure for COPD, but whatever treatment you are undergoing will control the symptoms to a certain extent. More importantly, you don't get to quit smoking, especially avoid tobacco smoke and other air pollutants. Ask your doctor about pulmonary rehabilitation, which can involve things like breathing exercises, physical exercises, and some other things, maybe advice on food and exercise. Now, take medications. So symptoms such as coughing and wheezing can be treated with medication. And as much as possible, avoid lung infections because they can cause serious problems in someone with COPD. And certain vaccines such as flu and pneumococcal vaccines are really important for people with COPD. Indeed, in some parts of the world, you have to take flu vaccines regularly, whether you have problems with your body or not. Respiratory infections can also be treated with antibiotics if that is appropriate. They may be required to use supplemental oxygen because they need to move around with oxygen tanks if their blood oxygen levels are low. Bottom line, no cure, but stop smoking, use inhalers or tablets to help make breathing easier, undergo pulmonary rehabilitation, and undergo surgery or a lung transplantation. In the case of lung transplantation, the person will have to live with the rest of his life taking immunosuppressants because the immune system of the body might see the new lung as an enemy and try to attack it. So to prevent that from happening, make sure that you take your medications for the rest of your life. That's a little bit of inconvenience. So a plethora of medications with a lot of side effects. Again, no cure. Now let us see the difference between asthma and COPD. Both cause swellings in your airways that makes it hard to breathe. With asthma, the swelling is often triggered by something you are allergic to, like mold or pollen. In fact, even the dust coming from the rug at times can create problems. It can also be due to physical activity. Asthma gets better. The symptoms can come and go, and you may be free of the symptoms for a long time. But with COPD, the symptoms are constant, getting worse over time, even with treatment. So what we offer you tonight, yes, we have seen that there is no cure for most of these ailments. But this night, we are going to offer us a way out, and that is stem cell, the new language of Medicare. Now, let us take a look at some research that have been carried out by some people and see how that will impinge on what we discuss tonight. We are going to discuss stem cells. And the mesenchymal stem cells are stem cells that have been genetically created to make sure that they are able to differentiate into different types of cells in the body. Now, we are going to see the limitations that this will bring up in the body. Now, let's take a look at Wang et al. 2016. The title of the paper is Human Mesenchymal Stem Cells for Treatment Towards Immune and Inflammation-Mediated Diseases, a review of current clinical trials. And this is part of the result. The type of somatic progenitor stem cell, the MSC, is capable of, MSC means mesenchymal stem cell. It's capable of methylation differentiation. However, in recent years, consistent reports on its immunomodulatory properties have opened up the use of these cells for indications other than regenerative medicine. The therapeutic application of MCS in immune inflammatory context may be more efficacious than traditional indications for regenerative medicine, since engraftment of infused transplanted stem cells, which have proved surprisingly difficult to achieve, appears not to be necessary for efficacy. So we have a situation where the body is able to, because of the MSC, able to differentiate, the cells are able to differentiate into the cells of the organ that is ailing, then you'll be able to take care of such an ailment without even having to carry out transplantation. And you can see that 13% of the cases discussed by these researchers has to do with inflammatory airway diseases. Wang et al. 2022, the research progress of the application of mesenchymal stem cells, MCS, in chronic inflammatory systemic diseases, and the abstract reading pass. Chronic inflammatory system diseases are the result of the body's immune imbalance with a long course and recurring episodes. Immunosuppressants are the main treatment, but not all patients respond well to it. Being capable of both self-renewal and differentiation into multiple tissue cells and low immunogenicity, mesenchymal stem cells is a promising treatment for chronic inflammatory systemic diseases. Systemic diseases are diseases that affect the whole of the body. This is from Stem Cell Research and Therapy, Volume 13, Article 1, 2022. Also, Choi et al., 2022, in Stem Cell International, Article ID 9801358. MSC therapy shows a great promise for the treatment of injuries and diseases in regenerative medicine. MSCs have the ability to self-renew and differentiate into multiple lineages, making them an ideal candidate for cell therapy. They exist in adult tissues of different sources, such as fat, bone marrow, umbilical cord, and menstrual blood. In addition to multilineage potential, these cells have the capacity of secreting anti-inflammatory molecules and bioactive factors. Therefore, they are commonly used in clinical settings to treat illnesses, including autoimmune, inflammatory, degenerative, musculoskeletal, and respiratory diseases. Current status and perspective of human MCS therapy, 2020. Now let's take a look at the future of medicine, stem cells. This is the most active field in that particular area of study, stem cells, because potentially they answer all health-related questions. Because if you can have the stem cells differentiating into the cells of any organ or tissue in the body, that means that they can regenerate every organ and every tissue in the body. Now, we can see that science has gone ahead to do a lot of research on stem cells. Mesenchymal stem cells that we have been looking at so far have this advantage that if you put them inside the body, they might just continue to grow out of control, causing cancer inside the body. Not just that, they are programs. If there's anything wrong with the programming, instead of becoming muscle cells, they can become cells of a different type. And let us see what human stem cell applications can do. As you said earlier, they can become muscle cells, cultured stem cells, can then become any of these, intestinal cells, liver cells. When we say cultured stem cells, that's the MCS we are talking about now. But the one we are going to give you tonight is even more potent than human, what we are looking at now, which is human stem cell applications. Now, the body will be gingered by our product into producing its own stem cells. Now, if you take a look at the fetus, all the organs and tissues that are in the fetus were created by stem cells inside the mother's womb. Now, these are called somatic stem cells. That is human stem cells. There are also some stem cells that are also outside somatic stem cells. They are the ones that created sperm and the womb where the baby is housed. The beauty of this is that, as we said, if they become the cells of that particular organ, they can regenerate the organ, which is what the world has been waiting for. Now, tonight we are going to present to you plant stem cells pioneered by the biochemist, Dr. Fred Zulli. In 2008, this great man discovered a special kind of apple. This apple, if you bite it, instead of, while it's still on the tree, instead of oxidating and turning brown, it regenerates itself and seals up again. If it is plucked, 4 months into plucking, but after it has been plucked, it is still looking fresh. So the man felt there must be something special about this apple. And that's why, using phytocell a biotechnological technology, he was able to culture the stem cells of this apple. And it's such that if you place this cultured stem cell under your tongue, it works with your brain, and the brain knows where the problem is in the body. It will ginger the body into producing its own stem cells, just 0.1% concentration of phytocell, this man's product, gingers the body into producing 80% of its own stem cells, which can then take care of any problem that the body might be facing. This is what the world has been waiting for. Now, with such a fantastic range of products, Tan, Shilaitek, Peng, a Malaysian, stepped up, went to Respiratory and told him, look, you have these fantastic products. Don't bother with the marketing. I do that part for you. Shilai Tekpen has more than 28 years of network marketing, and he believed that he could bring health to people and at the same time make them make some money. And that is why we are here today. This man brought it and gave it to us, and here we are bringing it to the rest of the world. The marriage between these two great companies, the Biochemistry of Switzerland and Phytoscience of Malaysia, led to the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding in 2013. So the Biochemistry will produce the products, Phytoscience will market the products all over the world. Now, this is the beautiful apple. It's not very sweet. It's not sweet at all. And it was going out of cultivation. It was going into extinction. And what Dr. Frezili did was to culture the, so you don't have to go into the bush to cut the tree or remove the fruits, because you are trying to conserve the environment. Nobody is going to encourage deforestation in any form. So what he has done is to culture it. So with that done, you can sit at home and take care of all health issues. This is what the world has been waiting for. Out of this union came a range of products. Now we're going to take a look at these products one at a time. Double stem cell is our first product. Before the other ones came, this product took care of all ailments. And inside it, you're going to find the Swiss apple we've been talking about, acai berry, blueberry, and burgundy grapes. Now let's first take a look at Cotulus parfluba. This is the earth-shaking research. The first thing we are going to take a look at is the anti-wrinkle effect on crow's feet. Crow's feet is the body squeezing up due to aging, the skin squeezing up due to aging. The anti-wrinkle effect of Phytoscience Malus domestica was evaluated in a study with 20 volunteers aged from 37 to 64. 2% of Phytoscience was applied twice a day for 28 days to the crow's feet. And we can see from the two figures that after 28 days, the skin looked much, much better. So that shows that this will help you with wrinkling. It can reverse the aging of your skin. And this result showed a significant and visible decrease in wrinkle depth for all the subjects. That's significant, all the subjects. The second study is maintenance of stem cell growth. The results show that Malus domestica stem cell extract has a positive effect on the UCPSC. UCPSC being umbilical cord blood system cells. That is, even the one blood cells coming from the umbilical cord take advantage of Malus domestica. So maintaining the growth and the proliferative activity of embryonic stem cells. Just take a look at it. Control, you can see where the control is. That's the normal thing. That's what have happened ordinarily. At 0.01% concentration, you can see there's significant improvement in the cell number. And then at 0.1%, you can see that's almost twice what you have under normal circumstances. So the skin cells, the cells will multiply rapidly with phytocell tech. Protection against ultraviolet radiation. Let us take a look at the control. You can see the result shows the capacity of Malus domestica stem cell extract to protect umbilical stem cells from ultraviolet damage, even at low concentrations. Take a look at what would have happened minus 40, let's say 42% decrease in living cells in the body, in that particular skin. At 0.01, we can see it is about even less than 8%. And at 0.1 is even less than what it is for 0.1%. So it shows that Phyto, whatever we're talking about, that is the Malus domesticus stem cell extract, will prevent ultraviolet radiation damage inside your body. Now, senescence means aging of cells. So when cells age, they find it more and more difficult to differentiate. It gets to a point where they are just redundant. They can no longer do anything anymore. They cannot regenerate anything. They cannot do anything. They say they are senescent. Now, results show that Malus domestica stem cell extract can upregulate specific genes involved in delay of senescence, protection against oxidative stress, and repair of DNA. Oxidative stress leads to a lot of things. Oxidation is what happens when an electron is knocked off an atom and it becomes a free radical. The free radical will hunt around trying to get some other electrons. In that process, it's going to create more and more free radicals and avalanche, which creates or causes oxidative stress. Why plant stem cells? Rare and nearly extinct plants, like the one we are talking about, are endangered species. So with what Fredsley has done, you don't need to cut trees anymore. All you need to do is just take a little bit of it and then multiply it through what we call phytocell technology. And what is so special about plant stem cells? Unlike animal stem cells that stop differentiating after some time, plant stem cells never stop differentiating. And how does stem cell cultivation technology work? You take a small piece of the plant and wound it, that is to create a little bit of wound on it. And this will form callus. If you have ever broken a fresh stem, maybe of a plant before, something will form at that point. That's callus. And then these stem cells develop and cultivate, allowing us to use them in our skincare products without having to harvest the original plant. So what are the advantages of having Butyllus parthloba? It increases the colony forming efficiency of epidermal stem cells, as we have seen before in that particular research work. It helps your skin to maintain the capacity to build new tissues and increase your skin density. It increases the vitality of the epidermal stem cells and reverses signs of senescence in fibroblasts. Fibroblasts are cells that are found inside the body. They are connective tissue, they are inside the skin, and they help to make sure that your body is firm. That is very important. Anti-wrinkle effect on the eye contour area, as we've seen with crow's foot. It protects the longevity of skin stem cells and increases the vitality of skin stem cells. It combats chronological aging and increases the regenerative potential of the skin. It improves both wrinkle and skin firms up your skin around the eye contour area. Now, let us take a look at acai berry. It increases your cognitive function because of its antioxidants and the anti-inflammatory polyphenol compounds that are in it. This will also lower the risk of brain diseases. Specifically, the antioxidant anthocyanin lowers oxidative stress and inflammation, promoting brain health. That's a very important antioxidant, one of the best in the world. Now, this antioxidant can enhance and improve memory, inhibiting neuroinflammation, activating synaptic signaling, and improving blood flow to the brain. It will improve your heart health because it has been linked to oxidative stress protection. Regular consumption of it can reduce the risk of heart attack by 32% in young and middle-aged women. The fiber and heart healthy fats in acai also support heart health. Now, it will increase high-density lipoprotein, which is the good cholesterol, and decrease low-density lipoprotein, which is bad cholesterol. Indeed, LDL is what we carry LDL to the liver, where LDL is taken care of. Studies have reported a significantly lower cardiovascular disease risk and all-cause mortality with high consumption of fiber, because it will also reduce LDL cholesterol and it will create a slower progression of disease in high-risk individuals. That is, if the person already has a disease, this will slow down the progression of the disease. Now, the National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health and Health has said that consuming acai berry may help reduce cholesterol and blood sugar levels in people with excess weight, who are the most predisposed to diabetes. It also has anti-cancerous properties. Acai berries may have properties that protect against cancer. Anthocyanins have been observed to engage in anti-carcinogenic activities. Moreover, laboratory studies using a variety of cancer cells has indicated that anthocyanins act as antioxidants. They activate detoxifying enzymes, prevent cancer cell proliferation, induce cancer cell death, have anti-inflammatory effects, inhibit some of the beginning of the formation of tumors, and prevent cancer cell invasion. Indeed, a study of 25 patients with colorectal cancer found that a 7-day intake of 0.5 to 2 grams of anthocyanins resulted in improvements similar to other therapies. In athletes, results published in 2015 suggest that consuming acai berry juice for 6 weeks was linked to an increase in plasma antioxidant activity, serum lipid profile improved, and it appeared to help with exercise-induced muscle injury. What are the health benefits of acai berry? It regulates blood pressure. From what I have seen, it improves cardiovascular health, aids in weight loss, helps with skin care, boosts immunity, aids in digestion, is rich in antioxidants, boosts energy, has aphrodisiac powers, slows down the aging process, boosts cognition, promotes wound healing, and improves metabolism. What about blueberry? It will strengthen your bones, help with skin care, it will lower bad cholesterol, protect heart health, manage diabetes, it has anti-cancer potentials, improves brain function, engenders weight loss, it is rich in antioxidants, soothes inflammation, it's an antidepressant, it promotes digestion, it treats UTI, helps with eye care, boosts immunity, it also reduces muscle soreness, helps you with your hair, and alleviates IBS, and promotes detoxification. It also increases your lifespan. Now let us look at Burgundy grapes. Double stem cell has 2 phytoscience products: Burgundy grapes, and the Swiss apple. Now, the research also characterizes what this will do in your body, that is Burgundy grapes. I'm going to take a look at Burgundy grapes and see what effects they have on the body. But first, let's take a look at the results of this study. If you take a look at this, CFE is colony forming efficiency. So epidermal skin cells obtained using the methods described previously were treated with different concentrations of the solar vitis stem cell extract. Then the effect of the solar vitis stem cell extract on colony forming efficiency was analyzed. If you take a look at that, at 0.04, 0.15, 0.63, and 1.25% concentration of solar vitis, that is the stem cells from Burgundy grapes. Let's take a look at the colony forming efficiency. That is, how much are the cells able to differentiate. You can see 0.04% is around 45%. 0.15, take a look at 1.25, that's almost 80%. What about protection of epidermal stem cells against ultraviolet stress? Take a look at it. Without ultraviolet stress, see what happens. 100% colony forming efficiency. This is, if you take a look at this, is the control. That's what you are working with. This is what will happen ordinarily if the person did not ingest, or if this cell tech is not applied to the body. Now, take a look at what it is when there's ultraviolet stress. 100% to about 45%. But take a look at solar vitis stem cell extract. Indeed, there's even an increase. Without ultraviolet, even with ultraviolet, you can see there is the advantage of having inside your system solar vitis stem cell extract. So the conclusion, the results confirm that the solar vitis stem cell extract increased the colony forming efficiency of epidermal stem cells, and clearly shows that solar vitis stem cell extract protects epidermal stem cells against ultraviolet-induced stress. And if you bear in mind that most of the problems we have with our aging comes from ultraviolet rays, which are harsh on our bodies because they pack a lot of energy, unlike microwaves and radio waves, which are not destructive. Ultraviolet rays can really cause a lot of damage, even including cancer inside our body. You can see what we do for you. Capacity to form a colony. If you take a look at the progenitor stem cell, the progenitor stem cell is one that has the capacity to differentiate into several kinds of stem cells. Differentiated into transient amplifying cells, which further differentiated into a differentiated cell. Now, what is the capacity of our product to make sure that your cells differentiate efficiently? This capacity to form a colony called CFE is a characteristic of stem cells. To measure CFE, cells are seated at a low density. The number of colonies formed is a value of the concentration of vital progenitor stroke stem cells. So what this does for you is to make sure that you are able to amplify, that is, have a lot of cells differentiating inside the body. Now, red grapes contain resveratrol and anthocyanidin. Stem cells are coveted in a particular part of Germany called Burgundy. And they are rich in polyphenols for ultraviolet protection and maintaining vital activities of the epidermal stem cells. Benefits include protection of skin stem cells and promotion of vitality and healthiness of your body. We are still on this grape. Now let's take a look at all the grapes in the world. Of all the grapes in the world, Pinot Noir, which is our own Burgundy grape, is rated as the healthiest wine. That is, the wine from it is the healthiest wine because of the high level of resveratrol. It is made of grapes with thin skin, has low sugar, fewer calories, and low alcoholic content. What it will do for you, that is even the raw Burgundy grapes, according to the studies published in 2015 edition of Annals of Internal Medicine, if you drank 5 ounces of it a day, then it's going to protect you from, because it's going to boost you with HDL, which are good cholesterol levels in comparison to those that drank water or just white wine. Mental health. Light to moderate wine consumption of wine made of this particular grape reduces the risk of developing dementia, as noted by a paper published in 2016 in Nutrition and Aging. The study states that the antioxidants catechin and quercetin and resveratrol are responsible for the neuroprotective effects. So if you are taking this product, that means that you're not likely to have anything to do with neurogenic diseases like anything to do with the brain, like Parkinson's disease or such diseases. Then the decreased risk of metabolic syndrome. In the same Annals of Internal Medicine study, this particular grape has it that wine drinkers of this particular grape were the only group of the 3 to see a decrease in components of metabolic syndrome. And metabolic syndrome is a cluster of conditions that increase the risk of heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. The next product is crystal cell. Now, what distinguishes crystal cell from double stem cell? The tomato phytonutrient. This has given it additional anti-inflammatory effect, proactive ultraviolet protection, and a faster rate of wound healing because it is rich in colorless carotenoids, phytin and phytophin. These ones form a natural ultraviolet shield at the cellular level. Phytin and phytophin will protect you from different bands of ultraviolet rays. And it is one of the most effective ways of naturally protecting yourself from damaging free radicals. What will double stem cell and crystal cell do for you? You will slow down the aging process. This is what everybody wants. Nobody wants to age. But at least, if we cannot prevent aging, let it be slow. And at least let us age gracefully. It combats chronological aging and it protects epidermal stem cells from ultraviolet stress. It will improve cellular health, boost immunity, give you better heart health, ensure better blood circulation, improve mental action, neutralize free radicals, and help you with urinary tract health, preserve your vision, and help you with coronary inflammation. Now, these products will help you to take care of over 200 ailments. These are indeed the stem cell products that if you put under your tongue, at least you put them under your tongue, they ginger the body into producing its own stem cells that will take care of any ailment inside. But I said it before, double stem cell alone took care of all ailments before the other products came up. Now, how do you take crystal cell and double stem cell? You pour a sachet, usually, under your tongue, where the tongue joins with the lower palate. That's where you have the sublingual gland. It doesn't pass through your tummy because your gastrointestinal system might be dirty. So it bypasses the gastrointestinal system by going under the tongue through the sublingual gland straight into your brain, where it works with the brain. And the brain, of course, as we said, knows where the problem is. And the body generates its own stem cells, which will tackle whatever the problem is. That is why by taking the products for a particular ailment, you see your body glowing, your eyes improving. And things you never even knew were problems before are taken care of, all at the same time. So you pour a sachet under your tongue and put the tongue back on top. Allow it to stay 15 to 20 minutes or 10 to 15 minutes under the tongue. By that time, the body has taken whatever it's going to need. And then you take 50 cl of water, which is the size of one sachet of what you call pure water here. And then for the rest of the day, because it works in a well-hydrated environment, it works best in a well-hydrated environment, you take at least 2 liters of water for the rest of the day. But of course, if the doctor says for a particular situation, you need to take a reduced amount of water, please adhere strictly to what the doctor says. And if you're administering this product on a child, you might not be able to take a full sachet. You should also downscale the amount of water taken after 10 to 15 minutes and the amount of water such a child might need to take for the rest of the day. The next product is Snow-Free Fort. This is a powerful product. It's a product nobody in Phytoscience jokes with. Now, let us take a look at what we have inside Snow-Free Fort. The first one is we're going to look at is mulberry leaf extract. And what it does is to improve your heart health by reducing cholesterol. It also improves your blood pressure levels, decreases inflammation, prevents atherosclerosis, fights obesity, and has antioxidative effects. It also protects your heart because it has cardioprotective effect. The paper published by Ritchie et al. In 2017, Impact of Mulberry Leaf Extract on Type 2 Diabetes, a randomized placebo-controlled pilot study, which is inside Complementary Therapies in Medicine, Volume 32, June 2017, pages 105 to 108, suggests that mulberry leaf extract may be a useful complementary mealtime glucose option for patients with diabetes mellitus 2. Yet again, Tondre et al., through their paper, mulberry leaf extract improves glycemic response and insulinic response to sucrose in healthy subjects, Results of a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled study in nutrition and metabolism, volume 18, 41, 2021, has the result that addition of mulberry leaf extract to sucrose resulted in a significantly lower glycemic response and insulinemic response compared to a mild placebo, that is sucrose alone. So what does this do for you? Mulberry leaf extract can be used as part of lifestyle changes that may lead to healthy blood glucose levels. Then the next one we're going to take a look at is wheatgrass. This particular constituent will prevent cancer and lower your overall risk of having a disease. It helps keep your weight in check because it's low in calories. It helps ease digestive issues. It will help you heal your wounds. It will help you fight infections and may treat antibiotic-resistant infections. Even when antibiotics are unable to handle a particular infection, that is why snowfield fort will help you to fight such an infection. It promotes healthy cholesterol as against LDL and triglycerides. Triglycerides are even worse than low LDL because triglycerides, as we saw when we considered the case of cardiovascular system, are fatty acids that should have been liquid at room temperature but were turned into solid like margarine. They're even more dangerous than low density lipoprotein. So wheatgrass will also help you to balance out your blood sugar level, give you super blood, alleviate chronic inflammation, fortify your immune system, protect you against cancer, because it's also high in antioxidants. It's going to help you with fighting free radicals in your body because it has vitamin C and vitamin E. You know, A, C, and E, vitamins A, C, and E are antioxidants. It improves cognitive function through neuroprotective properties. It's going to protect your neurons. It contains important enzymes, phytonutrients, and chlorophyll. And it's a superfood because it contains vitamin C, E, K, B, calcium, iron, calcium, magnesium, and so on. Now, it will stimulate longevity gene Clotho in aged skin cells. Clotho is an enzyme that helps you to manage a particular in your body, a particular inside the body. And it activates your AMPK, which is the master switch of cell energy system. It's also a hormone inside the body. To stimulate collagen and elastin in skin cells to fight against sagging and wrinkling. It will reduce the effect of aging on skin proteins and rejuvenate the dermal-epidermal junction. Now, the dermal-epidermal junction is the junction between your dermis and your epidermis. Now, it provides you with a kind of cushion inside the body. It will reinforce the skin barrier in challenging conditions and has anti-aging spot effect. It will give smoothing and moisturizing effect and detoxify you. It will stimulate blood circulation and revitalize your skin by toning it, of course, not to the level of bleaching. It will give you a wonderful skin tone. It is high in antioxidants and can assist you in fighting against free radicals, which are the primary cause of aging. It regulates sebum oil production on the skin, and that is, it will make your face not to be greasy or oily. It has high concentration of omega-3 fatty acids for preventing dry skin and helping you to combat skin problems such as eczema, psoriasis, and acne. Omega-3, it has a lot of omega-3 too, which will reduce and prevent the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Now, if you take a look at AMPK, it's what regulates the energy level in your system. And if you take a look at Clotho, if Clotho is not well managed inside the body, it will withdraw calcium from your bones, making you to have bones that are brittle, osteoporosis. AMPK will, just the way your body regulates temperature, AMPK will help you to regulate your energy system. If it falls too low, it raises up for you. If it goes too high, it brings it down for you. What are the benefits of snowflake fort? It is the best aid in gastrointestinal problems. It detoxifies toxins that cause chronic illnesses, fight infections, if you treat bad breath, and take care of your skin sores. It rejuvenates your skin, boosts your immune system, and manages blood sugar and weight loss. It balances body acid alkaline count, making your body to have the right pH for all the other products to work inside your body. It is excellent for sickle cell anemia. That is why if someone that is having sickle cell anemia takes this particular product alongside double stem cell and crystal cell, such a person will not be having crisis anymore. It will improve your heart health and enhance good cholesterol and cut bad cholesterol. How do you take snowflake fort? You pour 1 sachet in 50 cl of water at room temperature, and you mix thoroughly and sip over a period of 1 to 2 hours, and then take plenty of water in between. Follow instructions on water intake as directed by your physician. Now, Actua Plus is a powerful product. It has 18 fruits, 12 vegetables, and 9 spices. Now, each of these is a powerful fruit or vegetable or spice on its own. Last week, we are not able to take any particular constituent of Actua Plus. This week, we are going to take 3. And this is the best way of boosting and strengthening your immune system. And if you are recovering from any serious ailment, Actua Plus is going to help you in a big way. Now, this week, I'm going to take a look at grape. It's a famous fruit with its polyphenol. We have seen before, resveratrol, which can be found in skin of red grape. It has anti-aging effects and promotes longevity. Resveratrol stimulates a family of proteins called certain, which are linked to longevity. It can activate the SAT1 gene, which is the gene that activates low-calorie diet.
Prof, you're no longer sharing your slide.
Yeah, the screen,
Really?
the slide is off. Yeah, it just went off.
So let me stop sharing.
And share again.
Tẹ́gbọ́n bá wà online sí àárín.
Okay.
Wọ́n bọ̀ máa wò Abímbọ́lá.
Can you see it now?
Yes.
It's loading. Yeah, it's on now.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
Because let's go at grape. Grape is famous for its polyphenol resveratrol, which can be found in skin of red grapes. It has anti-aging and longevity effects on the body. Now, resveratrol will stimulate a family of proteins called saccharin, which are linked to longevity. It can also activate the SAT1 gene, which will give you a longer lifespan. Now, study reported that resveratrol can slow down or prevent growth of tumor in lymph, breast, colon, skin cancer, and leukemia. This powerful antioxidant lowers the risk of cardiovascular diseases by preventing platelet buildup and lowering blood pressure and the risk of irregular heart rhythm. It also protects against diabetes because although it is high in sugar, it has a low glycemic index, a measure of how quickly a food raises blood sugar, which is only 53. Resveratrol will increase your insulin sensitivity and number of glucose receptors on cell membrane. This will help you to improve your body's ability to utilize glucose and lower your blood sugar. Now, kiwi is a high source of vitamin C, which is a powerful antioxidant. That will help you to eliminate free radicals that could cause inflammation of cancer. It will also boost your immunity of your body against harmful pathogens. It's a good source of dietary fiber, so it will keep you full longer and controls your metabolic marker, e.g. blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar. It will facilitate weight loss and is recommended to diabetics. It will help you with your digestion because it contains the enzyme active Lidane, which possesses protein dissolving properties. It will help you if you are suffering from IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. Maja fruit has a lot of antioxidant content, which will help you repair cells in your body and improve your skin tissue by helping you to take care of damage resulting from free radical attack. In addition, it will help to stimulate pancreas to secrete insulin, which will help lower your blood sugar. Maja fruit is rich in vitamin C, which will help with blood circulation and collagen skin formation. That's very important. Collagen skin formation. If your collagen is topped up, you have a firmer body, and then your skin will look much fresher and cleaner, apart from keeping skin elasticity and protecting skin from damage caused by sunlight and free radicals. Because collagen and elastin are very important in the body. Elastin makes your body to be elastic, while collagen makes it to be firm. How do you take Acto Plus? If it's just for normal body maintenance, you put 5 drops in 50 cl of water at room temperature and mix thoroughly, and you do this 3 times daily. If you are diabetic or you are recovering from a serious ailment, you put 10 drops in 50 cl of water at room temperature, mix thoroughly, and drink at once. Unlike Snow further to sip over a period of time, you take this one once, 3 times a day. IQ Plus is one of our products, it's the newest product, and to help you with the whole of your family with brain power, increasing the brain power, take care of eyes, relieve stress, reduce anxiety, reduce brain cell damage, and retard the development of Alzheimer's disease, dementia, or any neurogenic problem. It reduces menopausal activity and improves your vascular circulation. The next 2 products are products you apply topically, that is on your skin. Miracle Intense Essence is indeed a miracle product. So if you have a burn or you have a cut, just spray Miracle Intense Essence. What will it do for you? It's triple stem cell because it has phytocell tech in 3 particular ways. Malus domestica, that you have seen before, solar vitis Burgundy grapes that you have seen before, and then argan. So that's why it is. The remaining 2 products are said to be triple stem cell. So you can see what this will do for you. It will help protect you against aging because it has anti-wrinkling and anti-aging effect on your body. Now, because of the solar vitis, it's going to promote the vitality and healthiness of your body and protect you from ultraviolet degradation. Argan is found only in western part of Morocco, and it's known for its regenerative capacity and protection of dead stem cells. It will help you to fight aging symptoms such as wrinkles and promote skin's natural repair process. H2O moisturizer is our last product. As the name implies, it will make your skin to be moisturized. It will hydrate your skin by releasing stem cells into the skin. It is soothing, hydrate, and restore your skin cells so that your skin remains fresh and supple throughout the day. And then it has anti-ultraviolet protection. So H2O naturally will protect you from ultraviolet radiation and will work as a defense against dehydration, leaving your skin healthy. The anti-free radical and anti-aging effect is fantastic. So all you need to do is just put this, rub it on your face and on your neck, and it will help you in a big way, promoting regeneration. Now, our products are not just products picked up by the side of the road. They are from Mibel Biochemistry. If you want to know just how powerful Mibel Biochemistry is, after this meeting, you can just Google Mibel Biochemistry. It's a top-notch company. Now, our products are GMP certified. GMP is good manufacturing practice. And then vegetarians can take the products because the products are 100% organic. Now, the products won the Innovation Prize Award in 2014, and then it's 100% natural. So anybody can take the products And then you can see the NAFDAC certification is there. No problem about that. Of course, we also have the FDA Food and Drug Administration certification. This is not a certification you pick up by the side of the road. For you to get this, your product must be very good. You have the one for 2022. Now, what will Phytoscience stem cell products do for you? Now, stem cells can repair damaged lung tissues to combat emphysema or chronic bronchitis, if you are taking into consideration what we are discussing tonight. It has been shown that MSCs have the ability to decrease inflammation in injured areas and promote healing. Stem cells may benefit people with COPD by reducing inflammation in the airways, which may help prevent further damage. Because if inflammation is reduced, that means the airway will open up. If what you have is asthma, you feel better. If it's COPD, you feel relieved. Building new healthy lung tissue, which can replace any damaged tissue in the lungs. When used in regard to COPD patients, stem cells can repair damaged lung tissues to combat emphysema or chronic bronchitis. Stem cells have natural anti-inflammatory properties which can clear airways for those with chronic bronchitis. Idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. As I said before, anytime we see idiopathic, it means that diagnosis unknown. That is, what caused it is unknown. It's a progressive and lethal lung disease resulting from multiplex causes. Evidence indicates that stem cell might be able to play a key role in IPF pathogenesis and repair. That is why, even if you don't know what the cause of the problem is, maybe, in fact, the diagnosis is unknown, just go on our products. Going on our products might make the diagnosis to come out, because you might then go back to the clinic, go for the test, and then whatever the problem is might then be observed. Then several studies have demonstrated that mesenchymal stem cells can ameliorate the inflammation of allergic rhinitis. Now, why do we say this is what the world has been waiting for? Any health issue at all is resolved. As we said, if you are taking this product for a particular ailment, because of the stem cell nature of the product, it's going to ginger the body into producing its own stem cells and will take care of any particular problem, any tissue, and any organ in the body having a problem. This is what the world has been waiting for. You are taking the product for maybe for diabetes, and whatever the diabetes has destroyed in your body, like your eyes, your kidneys, your liver, because diabetes has the capability to destroy all these organs and tissues in the body. Maybe you now have a sore on your leg, or your cardiovascular system has been messed up by diabetes, or your eyes. While you are taking care of your diabetes, all these other organs and tissues in the body will be regenerated. If your leg has been built for amputation, that leg will come back healthy. So that is why stem cell is the new language of Medicare. With time, as more and more people get to know about Phytoscience and our products, there will be less of amputations. There will be less of having to do a transplantation on any particular organ in the body. Fewer people will see the need to go for bone marrow transplant in one foreign land where the bone marrow will be emptied and a new stem cell poured into it, maybe from blood from a relative. And then, of course, once that happens, the immune system might see that as an enemy and attack it. Such a person, as we said earlier, might need to take immunosuppressants for the rest of their lives. And of course, such a transplantation can fail. If it fails, it has to be taken all over again. Nobody wants to be sliced up. As time goes on, I don't think anybody will be interested in being sliced up anymore, because they can stay inside their own house and then take care of all their health issues. This indeed is the new language of Medicare. That's the first part of our presentation tonight. Agape 1. K, are you there? Hello?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes. I think we can now take testimonies while I express my gratitude to everyone in the house this evening, this morning, this afternoon for attending the meeting. Thank you so much for being such a wonderful audience. So Pianke, please, let's see if there are questions or testimonies.
Okay, sir. We want to thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful presentation. It has always been a mind-blowing, and we always look forward to this particular time every Wednesday. House, we appreciate every one of us, most especially our new invitees. Thank you so much for your time. Please, if there's any testimony, can we please come up? I mean, we can go to the reaction side and raise up our hands so that we can call us. If you have any testimony, please do not hesitate to share with us, most especially that will benefit the new invitees that are here. It will ginger them and also encourage them. Please let us come up with our testimony, or if there's any question before we go to the second part of the presentation.
Pianke,
Thank you. Yes, sir.
I can see a big masquerade in the house. Slexia.
Oh, Mommy Sleza is around. Yes, Mommy is there.
Big boss. Are you in the house?
Mommy Sleza.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma.
Good morning, good afternoon from wherever you are. It's nice being with everyone this evening. Professor Adeloye, good evening, and thank you for all you are doing. It was another ride, a very big ride this evening, learning about everything that concerns us. Wow, it's a good one. Thank you so very much for all the enlightenment. Thank you. I learned a lot. I don't know about you. If you are here for the first time tonight, I guess, and I believe, let me say, I believe you learned something. I believe you are more conscious of your health. I believe if there is anything that is wanting in you right now, you know what to do, where to go, how to get it done. Thank you so very much for being so detailed. You were so detailed this evening. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma, Mommy Sleza. We appreciate you, ma. Thanks for being around us. Please, if there's any testimony, let us come up with them. That will really encourage as many people as possible.
Okay, let me take a testimony while we are waiting for other people that would like to give a testimony. There's a woman that actually she didn't disclose her ailment to me. The woman who introduced her to me also has her own testimony. That's the woman that had an issue of blood for 11 days before she contacted me. And I gave her a pack of Snowy Fort and then 2 packs of double stem cell. In just 3 days, the issue of blood stopped. And she now told another woman, they are both working in Unilag, though not Unilag staff. She told the other woman I was having issues. That woman did not disclose to her what the problem was either. What she told me was that the woman was having issues with having children. And then when I saw the woman, she told me that's not the issue, that she already has a child. Well, whatever the case, she did not tell me exactly what was happening, but she hinted at fibroid. And then she said she slept one day. She was with the husband on the bed, and she just had poof, exactly as she put it. And she ran out of the room, and blood all over her. The fibroid was just dropping like something else. It now took she and her husband to take care of the bloodied clothing. Not just that. When she saw this other woman, she said, look at my skin. See the way my skin is glowing. She said her husband said, once you are through with these products, I'm going to buy another set for you. How could you take a look at yourself? Look in the mirror. You are looking so beautiful. And then this woman is working in an eatery, Calabar eatery. And for you to be working in a Calabar eatery and you're unable to eat, this woman has not been able to eat. Wonderful food, she won't be able to eat. She says, since she started taking the product, she has been eating like something else. That is the testimony for now. P&K. No questions?
Not yet, sir. I've not seen anyone in the chat room. I also have testimonies, sir. So at least let me just share to also encourage us. We sent some products to Ghana about almost 2 weeks ago now. So for the kids, before I sent it, I chatted with my leaders. Prof was also part of the people I consulted. And because it involved children and it guided us accordingly with Sister Bolaji on how to go about them. And lo and behold, we sent this product to Ghana. The set of twins, the Idowu and their senior, about the ages are between 8 to, Idowu is about 1 year old. So these children, all of them have sinuses. All the 4 of them, they have sinuses. And it's always difficult for their mother to sleep with fan or AC at night. And as young as these children are, they always know. I mean, when they're sleeping, it's like you're putting on the generator according to their mother. And that was really embarrassing. She would even find it difficult to take them for a holiday or something. So, and through our broadcast, she was able to see what we're posting and she consulted us. And we told her about the product and we advised her to use it. So she bought into it. She sent her money. We forwarded the product to her. It's about 2 days ago. I didn't even know to me that one of the children has autism. So it was when she was narrating what she's been seeing, the testimony, that she told me that the girl, about 8-year-old, is not okay. She's always behaving somehow, the autism symptoms and all that, that she's okay. And those kids that have sinus, they've even slated them for surgery. So she just said, she showed her husband that let them try this product before they go for the surgery first. So now the children can sleep. I decided about 2 weeks ago, the children can sleep now without making so much noise in form of snoring. And these children, she said she always chase them around the whole house to come and eat, that they don't even eat. After 1 or 2 spoons and they're okay, they will tell them that they don't want to eat again. She was saying me yesterday that now these children are like 5 or 6 times every day. They want to be eating. Mommy, I'm hungry. Mommy, I'm hungry. And she started praying and started, giving credit to the product, and all the glory and honor belongs to God. So I just want to buttress what Prof said, that the woman that was not eating, when she started her product, started eating. And this is the same thing that the children are also going through. And even their noses that are like blocking their throats are all being taken care of. So if you're in the house, we just want to tell you that we are not stage making these testimonies. They are what is happening. And this is what we are experiencing now. This is the medicine now. And please just give it a shot, give it a try, stop second guessing. And I'm sure it's going to work for you too. Thank you, sir. So if there's another person with testimony, please let us share it. Or any other question.
President's hand is up.
Yeah, excellent evening, troublemakers in the house. I want to share this. Yes, Prof, thank you so much for this wonderful exposition. You are indeed a university don. I want to share this testimony. Last month I got signed up someone far away in Tanzania, and the lady, a prospect, it took me almost so many months, since last year to get her on board. But she keep telling me I want to use this product for myself first before I begin to talk about it to other people. And eventually when she signed up, she never told me, she never disclosed to me, what her health issues were. But then less than 48 hours, when she started taking the product, she called me early morning because Tanzania, they are 2 hours ahead of Nigeria. She called me very early in the morning, around 4 a.m. That was their 6 a.m., their local time, and told me that these Phytoscience, products are wonderful. And I asked her, I said, what is it? That was when she now disclosed to me, that she had an accident sometime in the past. And as a result, she had a partial stroke, which keeps, taking her to the hospital from time to time. So she said within less than 48 hours, she started, because I told her, I said, be on crystal cell and Snowy Fort. 1 sachet in the morning of crystal cell and 1 sachet at night. And, she just did that, within the first 2 days. And then the Snowy Fort in the afternoon. And she said the kind of pains that she usually have in her, waist area, spinal cord and all that, he said they just vanished like magic. It was then she now opened up to me and began to tell me, the health issue that she has had before now. And at the end of the day, where she is in Tanzania, is a local place, so to say, because she works with either USAID or something, or one of these, NGOs. He said in that area, there are so many cases of sickle cell anemia. And she said from the product that she got, because I shared one testimony with her, about, sickle cell patients, turning to AA. And she said she started taking, in fact, as we speak now, she have about 6, patients, people that she's administering the product on. And she said they are responding, so well. In fact, she was like full of thanks. She actually zoomed into this meeting, I think she's having a network issue in her location, but she would have shared this testimony herself. So I want to encourage everybody in the Zoom meeting tonight that Phytoscience is real. I have not seen a company with such a top-notch product like, this stem cell we're talking about. Someone saw my status today and said, on this sickle cell of 18, he said, can this be real? I said, Oga, we have crossed that stage. We are no longer interested, we're no longer wasting our time in convincing people. If you use the product, it's better experience than someone telling you, it's this, it is that. You understand? So I want to encourage everybody in the meeting tonight that Phytoscience, stem cell products are real. If you just like PNK says, it is no longer a time of second guessing, because as you are there, analyzing the roots, people are plucking the fruits already. Thank you so much, Prof.
Thank you, President.
Sir, thank you, sir, President. Sir, there's a question for you, sir, Prof. The question reads, please, sir, what is the best way to use Snowy Forts?
Okay. You want to take the question? I should answer it.
From Mr. Keredolu, sir.
Okay. You want to take the question? I should answer it, ma'am.
I don't know if I can try it.
Okay, let's.
Okay, sir, let me try. Thank you, sir. I think Snowy Forts should be taken in an empty stomach first thing in the morning. As a matter of fact, anytime we are starting the therapy, we always recommend that it should be the first thing to use out of the product. And this Snowy Fort, what it does is to cleanse our body, of toxins and all the radicals that is within the body, so that the product, the double stem cell and all that can actually work actively. So we always recommend that it should be taken in an empty stomach. You take 1 sachet and put it in a glass cup of 50 cl. That is the equivalent of a pure water in Nigeria. That's the sachet. So you mix it thoroughly, then you start sipping. You don't have to rush it. So it's something that you can, take gradually, and I think it must be finished within 1 or 2 hours of the mixture. So it's best when it is on an empty stomach. before you take anything in the morning. So you use it. So I don't know if Mr. Kredolu is still here. And sir, I don't know if I've tried. You can actually add to his, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You have done very well. So
Thank you,
once I
sir.
take it first thing in the morning, but because you are going to take maybe crystal cell or double stem cell, you may just decide to finish the mixture in maybe 30 minutes, sip it over a period of 30 minutes. So it will also allow you to take crystal cell and double stem cell. And then that's one way of taking it. A lot of people take it that way, first thing in the morning. Some also choose to take crystal cell and double stem cell on empty stomach before going on slow feed later in the day. But what you usually do is that if you are taking later in the day, you can maybe over a period of 1 hour or 2 hours. It still stays fresh for that period of time. Then you drink plenty of water in between. So you can either take it before the first, as the first therapy during the day, that is early in the morning before anything, or you can also take it after the first meal of the day. You can tinker with the way you take it and see what is best for you. Doc, does that answer your question? Dr. Keridolu?
Okay, thank you, sir. I'm okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the presentation.
I don't think there's any other question. So
Okay.
probably we should proceed to the second aspect of the presentation.
Another testimony.
Okay, okay, sir.
This young woman told me, she's a nurse, told me that her father was having a big problem peeing because of enlarged prostate. And it was becoming a big issue. So I sent across to him double stem cell and slow feed. Just the normal way of taking 1 sachet a day of each. In 10 days, the man is peeing perfectly. The doctor was already thinking of maybe a catheter to help the man to relieve himself. But that has now become a thing of the past. You can imagine the kind of joy in that house today. So that is it. So I can then proceed on to the remaining part of the presentation for tonight, which is the financial aspect. Here's the marketing plan. The person you are looking at today never thought he could market anything. But that has no longer been my case, because I've gone on to show that I can actually market Phytoscience products. Because these products are not the ones that are going to beg you to, you're not going to beg people to take these products. It's the other way around. People will come back to you because maybe they came across someone who took the products, or they themselves took just a pack or a sachet of the product. The wonderful woman who brought me into this business, Mama Anka, took only 1 sachet. Slexia, are you still in the house? Slexia? She's no longer in the house. She it was that gave just 1 sachet to my mother in the business, Anka Amurawaye. She had a cyst, and in just 2 days, the cyst brought out whatever it was. It opened up and dried up in no time at all. She had been billed for a surgical operation because of the cyst. So when she was trying to introduce me to this business, I just thought it was just like any other business. I've come across so many. I even signed up for 1 or 2. I told her, I'm not interested. But she just said, look, still come along and listen to us. And I did. Because while I was Googling stem cells, that I discovered that this was an opportunity I was not to miss. And it has really helped me in a big way. It is criminal for me to know about these products and not to tell people. And I can choose to tell people and not get paid for it. The way Dada Rizali told a lot of people without getting paid for it before someone told her, You know, you can also make money out of this. And she went on to make $1 million, even long before I came onto the path of phytoscience. So tonight, you have listened to us take the health aspect of it. Maybe you take the decision and sign up. That's what we advise you to do. So you can take the products for a period of 3 months, minimum 3 to 6 months. Not just that, get a package that is big enough for you and your family. You don't want to be the only one taking the products. Members of the family, your children, your wife, your husband also deserve to have their cells, their organs, and their tissues overhauled so that they can enjoy life better. I told you about a colleague of mine. I've said it before. A colleague of mine took this. He was always sneezing if he poured water on his head. But after just a pack of double stem cell and a pack of Snow Ford shared with his wife, he poured water on his head and nothing happened. Till today, if the rain should beat him, there's no problem. Before, he dared not walk inside the rain. He would sneeze for at least 30 minutes. If he poured water on his head while taking his bath, he will sneeze for 30 minutes. And you know that kind of sneezing will affect the whole of your body, your waist, your everything about your body. That's when you know that sneezing involves every atom of your body. So he signed up so that he and the wife and the children could take advantage of the products. Now, as I said, you could just decide to sign up and be a user, a wise user, in the sense that you are buying at company prices. Or you can decide to extend this product. There's no way you find this product so useful and would like to tell people. It's not possible. So let's take a look at the marketing plan. Now, there are several ways you can earn. First, purchase incentive, 13.5% to 45% of the product point of the particular package on which you sign that person up. Pairing or development bonus, 20%. Key-in bonus, 3%. You act and get paid for all this. First purchase incentive is what you get immediately you sign someone up. Depending on whether you are a silver or a gold or a platinum member, that will dictate how much percentage you get. You're going to see later that being a platinum will earn you 45% of the product point of the package on which you sign the person up. Pairing bonus is what you get when people pay up under your leg. Now, they don't have to come from you. Could be maybe the person who signed you up. So somebody else in the family put someone there, signed up someone on the left, maybe another person signed up another person on your right. Once that happens, you get paid 20% of the product point for that particular package. That will be paid 5 p.m. Nigerian time. So now you can translate that to whatever the time will be in your own time zone. Key-in bonus is for only platinum members. If you just enter the details of the particular person that is signing up into the computer, they are paid 3% of the product point. There are also passive ways of earning, like loyalty leadership, CTO bonus, which is 3%, reordering bonus, and some other bonuses. In Phytoscience, we don't bother so much about selling products. We don't encourage you to sell products. But you know that it's not possible for you not to sell products because there are some people that won't sign up for one reason or the other. They are just interested in the product. So we give them the products and take the money. But how will you qualify to become a member of Phytoscience? You can sign up as a platinum member by paying 1.73 million naira and getting 105 packs of double stem cell. You can go for platinum health, which is 1.38 million naira, and you get 30 DS, 20 cc, 6 Snowfi, 2 Acture Plus. As a junior platinum one, 774,000 naira, you get 22 packs of double stem cell, 6 packs of crystal cell, and 4 packs of Snowfi Fort. Junior platinum 2, 825,600 naira, 32 packs of double stem cell, 10 packs of crystal cell, 4 packs of Snowfi Fort, and 1 bottle of Acture Plus. Double fortune 1.0 will cost you 793,350. I don't like saying cost you because you are getting products for the money you are paying. And You cannot quantify what this product can do in your body. A single pack of crystal cell or double stem cell can drive out the cancer that was building up inside the body. You can never put this product down to Naira and Kobo. Okay, you put down 793,350 Naira, and you get 16 packs of crystal cell, 6 packs of Snowy Fort, 1 bottle of Actual Plus, 1 bottle of Miracle Intense Essence, 1 pack of IIQ Plus, and 1 bottle of H2O moisturizer. For Double Fortune mix, 824,898 Naira, you get 17 packs of crystal cell, 3 packs of Snowy Fort, 1 bottle of Actual Plus, 1 bottle of Miracle Intense Essence, or 2 bottles of Miracle Intense Essence, 2 packs of IIQ Plus, and 3 bottles of H2O moisturizer. For Double Fortune promo, you pay 793,200 and get 20 packs of crystal cell, 4 packs of Snowy Fort, 1 bottle of Actual Plus, 1 bottle of Miracle Intense Essence, and 1 pack of IIQ Plus. Gold mix 2, each is 558,570 Naira. For gold mix, you get 26 packs of double stem cell and 4 packs of Snowy Fort. If you want a broader mix of products, you go for gold mix 2, 22 packs of double stem cell, 4 packs of crystal cell, and 4 packs of Snowy Fort. You can also choose to be a silver member, not very advisable because any of these packages in color will make you a platinum. It's a promo. Gold mix, double fortune, junior platinum automatically make you a platinum. And then you can take advantage of all the platinum will benefit from the business. If you choose to be a silver, we're going to see later there's a disadvantage to being a silver. You pay 87,078 Naira and get 3 packs of crystal cell. 193,000, one is 16,100 for the remaining 3 silver packages. For one of them, you get 6 packs of double stem cell. For silver mix 1, you get 5 packs of double stem cell and 1 pack of Snowy Fort. Silver mix 2 will give you 4 packs of double stem cell, 1 pack of crystal cell, and 1 pack of Snowy Fort. If you sign up as a bronze member, you get 64,560 Naira and get 3 packs of double stem cell. There's also a student package that costs you only 36,768 Naira and you get 1 pack of crystal cell. If you ask me, the minimum you should go for is gold mix. And that gold mix package has an advantage in that it has a discount of almost 35%. But then if, for instance, what you're looking for is much more of crystal cell because it's a cancer situation or maybe fibroid, you might decide to go for double fortune promo. Or you can sign up on gold mix and then acquire more crystal cell packs as a member. Now, first purchase incentive. Now, if you take a look at that, if you are a silver member, you sign up a gold member, you get $88. If you sign a platinum, you get $135. If you sign up double fortune, $111.6. And if you sign up a silver like yourself, you get $32.85. You can translate that to Naira by multiplying by 600, the exchange rate. If you're a gold member, you sign up another gold member, you get $177.75. You sign up a platinum, you get $225. You sign a double fortune package, $225. You sign up a silver, you get $2.85. If you're a platinum, and you sign up a platinum like yourself, you get $450. You sign up double fortune, you get $225. If you sign up silver, you get $2.85. If you sign gold, you get $177.75. What we are saying now is that if you sign up as a gold member now with that promo, automatically you become a platinum. So if you sign up a platinum, you are going to get $450. So your gold status becomes a platinum status immediately. But there's a way you can become a gold member from silver by signing 3 silver on your left, 3 silver on your right within a period of 60 days. That way you are promoted gold. Now, as a gold member, you sign 1 gold on your left, sign another gold on your right, or encourage the silver, at least 1 silver on your left to become gold, and 1 silver on your right to also become gold. Automatically you become a platinum. That will also be within 60 days. You may not wish to go through this long, tortuous journey. You can just sign up on the gold package right away and become a platinum member. Now, tip development bonus, if you sign 2 silver packages under your legs, or somebody else placed them under your legs, you get $14.6. For 2 gold packages under your legs, you get $79. If it is 2 platinum, you get $200. Now, as a silver member, you're entitled to a maximum of $147 a day, which will translate to $4,411 in a month. As a gold member, $1,000 is what you can earn maximum a day. That will translate to $30,000 in a whole month. As a platinum, whether you become platinum through double fortune or through gold mix or through gold, you become a platinum right away, and you can earn in an unlimited number of ways. And the earning ability is also unlimited. Now, this is the key bonus, which is 3% for platinum members only. If as a platinum you sign up a silver package, you get 3% of 73 product points, which is the product point for silver, which is $2.19. For gold, 395 product points, you get 11.85, which is 3% of 395. If you process 1,000 PP, which is a full platinum, you get $30 for your effort. And if you process anniversary package of 501 product points, 3% of that will give you $15.03. Now, this is the only system in which you can earn even from only one leg. You signed up this particular man, this is you, and you signed up this particular fellow who went on to sign 2 platinum packages. So he earns $900 because he signed them up. $450 on the left, $450 on the right. You are entitled to 7% of that, and that will give you $63. You are also entitled to 2% of whatever activity happens under his leg. If it's the people on second level, your second level, which will be his own first level, sign up people, you get 2% of whatever they earn. It's not going to come from what they are paid. The company is going to compensate you for bringing these people up to level 3 if you're a silver package member, level 5 if you're a gold member, and level 10 if you're a platinum. Roll-up bonus. Suppose you're a silver member and you signed up a gold package. As Yorubas say, kororigbe, that is, you are not strong enough to carry the weight of a full gold. What happens? The package will fetch 177.75 as a sign-up bonus. Now, you cannot handle 177.75 as a silver member. You get only $88. Whoever signed you up, if the person is a platinum, the remaining $89.75 rolls up to him. If he's also a silver, it's going to bypass him, and it will keep going up until it gets to either a gold, or that gold won't be able to carry everything, or everything will still end up with a platinum. So that is why we want to come in as a platinum member, because we want to take full advantage of the referral bonus. Now, once you are able to earn $3,000 of PSP, you become a 1-star. You are a 2-star if you earn $7,000. 3-star, you have earned $15,000 minimum. You are a diamond if you have earned $30,000. A blue diamond is someone who has earned a minimum of $50,000, but less than $100,000. A black diamond has earned $100,000. A crown diamond has earned $300,000. A crown ambassador is someone who has earned $500,000 minimum, and a crown president has earned $1 million. There are people in Nigeria who have earned $500,000 in this business. We have a lot of people that, a few people that are on black diamond. We have a few people that are blue diamond. We have a battery of people that are diamond. So you can also become a crown president. There's no limitation to how much you can earn in this business. How much you earn depends solely on you. Now, once you become a diamond, you have become more or less a partner. You can share out of the company turnover. A diamond can have a maximum of 2 units per month. A blue diamond, a maximum of 3 units per month. A black diamond, maximum of 4 units per month. A crown diamond, a maximum of 6 units per month. A crown ambassador is entitled to a maximum of 8 units per month, and a crown president a maximum of 20 units per month. But before you can earn this, you should have achieved about 3,000 PSP or dollars in a month. This money is paid on the 1st of January the following year. Thank you so much for attending this meeting. Osato, are you in the house? Osato? Pianke? Can everybody hear me?
Yes, my prof, I'm hearing you.
Okay, thank you so much, President. So this brings us to the end of our presentation. President, would like to, maybe you'd like to have a chat, say something to us before we, and then wind down the meeting.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my prof. You are indeed, I said it again, you are indeed a university don. Thank you for this wonderful exposition this night. You are so very much detailed. I want to appreciate you and thank you once again. And to our guests that we have here, Phytoscience is real. Phytoscience is one of the best platform, in the universe now. Our products are second to none. Stem cell is the new phase of Medicare, as we have heard today. So I want to use this opportunity to appreciate everyone that make out time to join us during this Zoom meeting tonight. We look forward to see more of you in our subsequent meetings. Thank you so much, Prof.
Thank you, President. So we unmute. Let us all unmute and change greetings as we wind down the meeting.
Thank you very much.
Everybody is unmuted now.
So
Thank you
So much.
Prof.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Wonderful
Thank you for this wonderful
presentation.
presentation.
Thank you,
Thank you, Prof.
much.
Thank you, everyone, for coming in. We
Lola
appreciate you
Ruth from
guys.
Kenya, I appreciate
Grace,
your presence.
Grace Africa, thank you.
Anuga, good evening.
Francis, you're
Yeah,
welcome. Thank you for making
Okay,
time to come
Tabo.
around.
My success.
Mr. Adebute, thank you, sir, for zooming in. We
Yeah,
appreciate your time.
Francis,
Yeah.
I'm happy to see you here tonight, my dear.